Again, not quite prepared to MC. Um, so, Brothers Keeper, I know Lawrence and Eunice from reading at open mics in Providence, Rhode Island. And I know Art from the most amazing slam place in Cambridge, Mass. Called the Lizard Lounge, right? And he actually is performing as a finalist tomorrow night. So National Poetry Month is like traffic jam for poets. So we do appreciate them being here. Marlon had a big gig on Thursday night. So they're great guys. Phoenix, I have not known before this, and that was part of the joke that unfortunately his bio stuff was missing. And then Marlon was sort of in the same circle. My joke with him is that I never got invited to game night, so we'll leave it there. But I need to say parenthetically, I was like, maybe you should do an Emily Dickinson remix. And how amazing was that? So the piece they're doing tonight, they have assorted pieces of poetry theater. This piece they're working on is brand new. So I'd like to introduce Brothers Keeper with Brothers Up.
Yeah, it's for all my brothers out there, man. I know you struggling. I know you fighting. Keep your head up, man. I know you know I'm out here doing my best, man. Let's go. Brother up. Brother up. Brother up. Brother up. 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 No matter how this life get tough, your brother probably already been through that stuff. Get on the horn, call him up. Don't be that stuff in the rut that you can't speak up, brother up. When the world tells you that you can't rise. When the world tells you that you can't rise.
Hey, Eunice, what's happening, man?
Hey man, what's going on, brother? How's your family? Everyone good?
Everything's good. We're doing pretty good. What about you, man?
Man, I can't even call it, man. You know, like, I'm on grinding with this paper. You know, like, man, the repo one of my cars, and my clothes got all messed up. And I didn't want to bother you, but if you had it, I just need some gas so I can get back out there. And, you know, like, man, things are just crazy right now. I don't know what's going on.
Eunice. I'm on my way to church, man. I don't mean to cut you off or anything, but I gotta get out of here, man. But you come by after church, man. We can brother up.
Okay, cool.
Hey, so listen. So I got you on a hoodie and some gas, so don't worry about it. Just come through.
Okay.
All right.
I'll see you later.
Yep. Hey, what's happening, man?
Oh man, can't call it. Every day's a great day. Trying to make $1 out of 15 cents. I'm just a squirrel out here trying to get a.
Hey, man, I ain't seen you in a minute, man. Won't you come on through? What's that?
I said, okay, cool. I'll come through after church and I'll bring some Uncle Nearest.
Sounds like a plan. Hey, Marlon. Hey, Marlon, what's happening?
I'm chilling, man. I'm here, you know. I'm going through, you know. I'm just, man.
Hey, Marlon, listen, I hate to cut you off, but if I don't get to church on time, they're gonna nail me to the cross.
Oh man, I'm sorry. I forgot. I'm such a heathen. My bad.
It's all good, man. Just come on by after church. We can brother up. I think Art and Eunice is coming through.
All right, man, sounds good. My bad. I'm sorry about that, though, all right? Have a good time at church.
It's all good, man. So I stand here, never look in the mirror. If I did, I'd see clearer. Always crying doom and gloom when I'm stuck singing the blues. So I stand here, wishing God would hear my cry, letting my days just pass me by. Tell me, what am I to do when I'm stuck singing the blues? I'm singing the blues. Pain doesn't wash away the sea of regrets. Yesterday has the tendencies of holding mistakes captive, throw it in your face and dare for you not to care. My feelings doesn't change the consequences that stand before me. And the way guilt flaunts the stained soul that is camouflaged by my good works. I've come to the conclusion that I wasted it. Wallowing in my flashbacks prevent me to take any steps further, permits me to visualize what lies ahead because the quicksand of errors causes me to move little as possible. It's funny how anger can build a definition in my life, expand the time frame of trials and tribulations, but the pain and the weight builds deeper and deeper, blaming everyone else but myself, so the mirror never lies. So I stand here, wishing God would hear my cry, letting my days just pass me by. Tell me, what am I to do when I'm stuck singing the blues? I'm singing the blues. Oh, man. Listen. Oh, my keys. Hey, Phoenix, what's happening, man?
Hey, Lawrence, she just,
Oh, hold on. Somebody's at the door.
Yo, Lawrence, it's me at the door, bro.
Get off the phone. Come on in, man. Okay.
I just wanted to talk. Hey, look, I was just...
Stop. Let's go. You can talk on the way, on the ride on church. So we can brother up then, all right?
All right, I got it. 20 dollars left. I don't know what to do. Child support, what's that money? And Uncle Sam too. I got 20 dollars left. I don't know what to do. Child support, what's that money? And Uncle Sam too. I can't manage. I'm tired of that mayonnaise sandwich. So hungry. Breakfast peanut butter, no jelly. Eureka, I stole. Chocolate the keeper from my teacher group home now. That's how I eat. Oh no, blood sugar low. Oh no, feeling very weak. Oh no, situation bleak. Patient every 2 weeks and hustling to put that food in my big empty plates. Stomach pains, I really hate. Don't complain to me. Hey, I know you just ate. What you got? Crab meat, I see. What you got? Shrimp on your plate. God, please help me. I'm a struggling deadbeat with these problems on repeat. Yo, I can't be with you. Don't buy this CD. It only costs $5. I don't mean a badge of what the animate matter. When the map had public stand up. Change your plans up before we die slowly, like smoke 'cause it can't suck. 20 dollars left. I don't know what to do. Just support, what's that money? And Uncle Sam too. I got 20 dollars left. I don't know what to do. Just support, what's that money? And Uncle Sam too. Versatility to go into any setting and situation and adapt like a community. Creativity to create 3 new moves a day before this event. My desire helps me to hold thoughts and expressions in the background of my left or maybe the right side of my brain. But I'm right-handed, but I use my left all the time, man. So maybe both of my rituals are both working at the same time. Like this poem and this basketball to break you down at the same time. So, I'll leave it up to you to decide on what side you think is being used. Maybe I'm just a freak of nature shooting Mr. Wilson with the left or right hand. Mr. Wilson, a very dear friend of mine who has 7 crossing lines coming across himself, is quiet as a monk, only speaking when in motion, in heat, or on fire completely. Cuff, swish, bang, 3 words in our 12-year relationship. And even though I love Mr. Wilson more than Tom Hanks, I lost him a few times. The first time was my lack of appreciation, so another player took you away, or I played with another that had a better texture. The second time, I got jumped. It was 10 of them, and only me. I'm sorry, baby. The third time, you slipped away from my hands and took a ride with an 89 Buick Park Avenue and ended our friendship. The fourth time, we got in a big argument. I kicked you right in the face for not following my directions and letting some other player manipulate you in his hands like silly putt. The 5th time was one of the best we ever spent. I heard how to turn on, how to treat you right with the left hand. 7 days a week, 1,000 dribbles with the left hand. The 6th time, I remember, I never even tried to get you back. Plus, it was beginning to be too expensive to start over. Well, maybe I was being too cheap. Would you spend $20 to hang out with me? Would you spend $20 to hang out with me? Would you spend $20 to hang out with me? I didn't think so. I love you. But anyway, though, Mr. Wilson. Silence overcomes the shooter's whole body. Split seconds before, Ayo! It's yell. Pull it back and squeeze. It's automatic. Empty. Reload and shoot some more. But the fingers are sore and bleeding. Victims pleading for mercy, but bloodthirsty school crew.
targeted in different ways.
As soon as we get paid, the man wants his check. Our kids get left
And
back.
school system's backpack, put it back and squeeze. Fast as slugs hit kids back in prison. Depositing life lessons right into
The back ventricle.
releasing the anger pent up inside the oppression pressure cooker. Upscaling your women become hookers and in flesh in the interest of
Blocking those dollars.
circus and pesos. The police chase holes around the tenement.
But the truth is self-evident.
The inhabitants of this country still go hungry, but the proof isn't in the pudding.
It's in the putting of your faith in these
Small green rectangles.
When the wool is over your
You
eyes,
can't see from all the angles.
they wash your thinking
And
cap.
then your brain is star spangled.
Jingle,
Jingle.
music to your
Or
ears.
precursor for tears. If
Your
your
worst
worst
nightmare
is losing your last dollar, you might as well pick up that slave collar and begin the cycle again.
Whether it's pound to yen,
Get money into a brain for your nonsense. Capitalism ain't got no conscience. Plop, plop.
2 shots invested into this lost boy's chest.
No return to add a dollar.
He prays to God as his pulse weakens.
Last breathtaking.
May 30th, Memorial Weekend. Pull it back and squeeze.
Man, wake up! It's the fourth quarter. Better be ready for the ball. Know when to pass or shoot. You're too busy defending yourself to look around and notice the team.
You always traveling with the ball,
Going out of bounds.
turning the ball over. Look at your community. It's like the Walking Dead.
And everybody's being fed the same placebo of happiness.
Prescriptions for wealth. Money becomes your elixir while you're ODing off hedonism. The warrior's drum is loud and clear, and every time you pretend not to hear, the world only sees you as that man-child, that livestock, that buck to breed, that victim, that target, that hood rat, that thug, that...
Everything but a child of God.
Yo, Lawrence, man, thank you for bringing me to church today. That was the message I needed to hear. You talked to, oh, is it your time? I got my time. Nice. I mean, you talked about finding a virtuous woman. You talked about being a loyal partner. That was everything I needed to hear today. Thanks, man. Thank you for the beer. Appreciate that. No problem, man. You know what? I remember what it was I was going to say to you earlier. Yeah. Alright. She is an apparition that still haunts me. An angel, juxtaposing my devilish commute. 12 blocks of groggy. Stumble through the haze of Sunday's aftershock, a mad dash to catch a departing number 28 bus, and a hopscotch across red, orange, and green line trains led me to an unfamiliar stop. It was at Park Street where I spotted her. An antelope caught in the thicket of my stairs. Whirlwind of figures around me blurred, heard a bird in the distance, and at my heart's insistence, I began to stare with a piercing persistence. My heart thumped some ancient gibberish. My nerve endings got all ticklish, and I was uneasy just a little bit. In my Monday dress casuals, on my way to John Hancock Towers, I suddenly cannot recall if I actually showered. Overpowered by the urge to check, I pretended to be scratching my neck and was satisfied that I was decidedly fresh. Now, I had to make a decision. Late for work or late for destiny? I was confused and chagrined that the fates thus should be testing me. I wrestled with the notion of approaching, felt her lotion dancing in my nostrils as I paced the perimeter of her presence, savoring her essence, wishing I had permission to enter her heaven and solicit a single kiss, as she persisted to be irresistible. The table was set, and I let myself slip. She caught my glances. My hands were candidly dancing in my pockets, and she lit my mind up like a rocket. I decided I could not stop it, so I moved forward. But as I made my way to this beautiful angel determined to melt her with my charm, I realized this beautiful young lady before me had only one arm, which did no harm to my fantasies. I still pushed forward romantically, but she damaged me. She closed her eyes, lowered her head, and turned away ever so casually, gripping the appendage of an arm that I would have gladly held so passionately. My train arrived. Hers did too. And we parted ways anticlimactically. I couldn't concentrate at work. Could hardly believe she had been real. And I still lament the fact that I'll never know how a one-armed embrace could feel. It's like I have a tendency of letting special women get away. It's just me. But hey, speaking of special women, how's your wife doing?
She's doing all right.
She's doing what?
She's doing all right, man. It's getting on my damn nerves. But 20 years of marriage, that's what's to be expected, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But, she caught me cheating.
What?
Red-handed. Blatantly, out in the open cheating. Phoenix, believe me, I did not want to hurt my wife. But I was tired. This relationship had ran its course. Very bland and bitter. And I needed some excitement in my life. She knew something was going on. I mean, my lifestyle heightened a woman's tuition. So, you know, it's almost 1 a.m. She reaches, empty bedside, whispering, hearing me on the phone. So she creeps down the stairs, flips on the light, snatches the phone from out of my hands, and says, "Who's this?" The woman on the other end said, "Hi, this is Lisa from DoorDash. I'll be there in 15 minutes tops." The look on my wife's face told me everything. And all I can say is, I'm tired. Tired of this nasty-ass diet, this no-flavor cardboard box, 100% flaxseed wheat bread, brown rice, grilled chicken at the restaurant. You know it's expensive. And all she can say to me is, "But you're the one that's diabetic. You're the one with high cholesterol. You're the one that don't even go to the gym. I'm the one that has to pick out a suit and casket when you're long gone and explain to our grandchildren where you are. I'm the one that probably has to wheelchair your ass to every doctor's appointment when they amputate your feet. So take your black ass to bed and get the hell off the phone." Goodbye, Lisa.
Wait a minute, Lawrence, you got me, man.
Hey,
The whole time I thought you were talking about something else.
you know how I roll. You know how I roll.
Hey!
Yo.
What's up, fellas?
Yo, what's up, bro?
You feeling this? What's up?
What up?
See you.
See you in a minute.
Yo, man, chill.
Y'all look dapper.
You know, looking
I
fresh.
feel like you in my seat, fam.
I'm sorry, I didn't see your name on there.
I need to charge. The charge is over there.
Okay, all right, it's fine.
My bad, my bad.
Slide over here. That's you, bro.
Yo, I got the text from Eunice. He needs like a gas tank and then a hoodie.
I got the hoodie if you got the gas.
I did get the gas right here. I kept it in the back and it's leaking a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I got a couple more items for him too.
Oh, word?
He said he would explain later. Where's he at though?
No idea.
You know Eunice, that cat, CP time.
Hey, I'm sorry I'm late, guys. You won't believe what happened.
What happened to your clothes, man?
Why you need a hoodie?
And shoot.
Yo, is everything all right? You okay, bro?
It's a long story. I was just out there, man, and they caught me up. I was playing ball, and these cats just came out of nowhere. Yo, thanks, man. I really appreciate this.
Investments are involved. It's all about equity in a portfolio, knowing the difference between guns and butter.
Listen to the drum. Breathe in the essence of your origins. Refine your cultural taste buds to a higher standard. Sacrifice for the betterment of the next generation.
Hear the whispers of God calling you to an upright position. Wake up, my brother.
Rise and shine, my sisters. Regain your consciousness. Resurrect your royalty. Reconnect to your lineage. Who are you not to be brilliant?
Incandescent to those around you. Illuminate your surroundings so that others may follow.
Please wake up from this coma of contingency, because once you do, the heavens will be the witness to the greatness within you. Please wake up. So you ran out of gas and you had to walk here.
Wait, hold on. And on your way here, you got robbed? Man, that's crazy, bro. What is this world coming to?
Yeah, man, it was some youngsters too, some real dizzy characters. I didn't want to make a big thing into it, so I just let it be. I didn't want to make them do something they will regret later.
Well, I'm glad you made it out alive.
Me too.
Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate it. I'll definitely get you back for this.
Oh, no problem, man. Listen, that's something you would do for me. You probably already did.
Listen, man, we got your back, man, just like the book that Pat.
That's right.
Oh, El, that reminds me. I brought that book you let me borrow the other day.
Oh, all right, man. Did you like it?
Yeah, kinda. It reminded me of the book by Paulo Coelho, The Alchemist.
Yo, I know that one. I just never read it.
You should read it. It's a good book.
It's all about finding your personal legend. I am an author, using unique patterns of speech, street lecturer, chartered with the task, teach the students the shift within historical movements, civil rights to pro-life. I'm a Martin Luther King on a Blue Hill Avenue, black cat on a hot tin roof, staring at the sky, wondering why, in Toni Morrison's novel, Nicola wanted the bluest eyes. Multifaceted, wordplay fanatic, I got that abracadabra, poetic magic. Some drag on fantastic, extinct like dinosaurs, Jurassic. But my style is all scholastic. I am an intellectual acrobat. I will backflip 6 days, resting on the saddle. I'll engulf you like a Mexican coast. Embrace these spoken words. I'm the alchemist on a personal legend, searching for treasure, protecting my herd. I'm that nerve picture, bench pressing stress from my hairy chest. From the northeast coast, I am a Patriot fan who wears red socks. Now I shadow box with lighter shade. I'm a re-inspired, retired fighter, standing at the scratch line holding my favorite book by Maya Angelou's son, Guy Johnson. My art attached you through part 2, echoes of a distant summer. I will arrest you, police your poetic license. My beef is bison injected hot. Molten rock lava. Other poets, they more like an iced cup of java. Pray to the Holy Father, a black from the bean toss. Caffeine for those who daydream when they sleepwalk. Wake up, this is like school on Sunday. No class. Ooh, put your hands down because the answer is, don't ask. At night, I write on the round table. I hit up poetry jams a lot. I'm that undercover, peanut butter, loving brother. I'm parable of the sower. I'm Octavia Butler spreading my earth seed because God is change. All you have to do is read my lips. Now it's instant gratification. The moment I open my mouth and words come out. Fall to your knees like a peasant. Then unwrap my gift of gab. It's a present. My strategy is break down physical anatomy, then enter through the central nervous systems of my victims. I'm a genius with intravenous meaning to this logic. I see the big picture, but some are stuck on microscopic. Now I'm the topic. Maybe girls' conversations, but we can drop it. No comment. Articulate. Try to hang with my slang and get lynched. Strange fruits turn the color purple when detached from the roots. Now the truth is, a hero ain't nothing but a sandwich. So I brandish outlandish ramps while sycophants bow to authority. East to Cornell West. Race matters. I speak bluntly. Ask Rufus Scott, the jazz drummer from the novel Another Country. I am that spook who sat by the door. I am a fellow amongst this army of poets. I want more. I'm a leader of a new school, but you can call me Daddy Cool. Because last words are for fools who haven't said enough. So, Eunice, what's going on with the acting?
Doing pretty good, man. I got an audition coming up this week.
Oh, yeah? For what?
Yeah, Fences.
Oh, I love that one, man. What character?
Troy.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, man.
Can we get a little bit of that?
Right, man?
Come on, come on, come on.
Like you. I go out here every day, putting up with these crackers because I like you. It's about the biggest fool I ever saw. It is my job. It is my responsibility to understand that a man has to take care of his son. You live in my house, sleeping behind one of my bedclothes, filling your belly up with my food. Because you's my son. You's my responsibility. Now, let's get this straight. We'll go on, brother. I ain't got to like you. Mr. Rand don't give me my money because he likes me. He gives me because he owes me. Now, I gave you everything I had to give. I gave you your life. Me and your mama worked that out between us. I think that was a part of the bargain. Now, don't you try to go through life worrying about somebody like you or not. You best be making sure they're doing right by you. You understand what I'm saying, boy? Get the hell out of my face and go down to that AV.
Yo,
Yeah.
that was nice.
Thank you, brother.
Yo, you know, that play, that particular scene, it always reminds me of this one time, man. I was in the car with my dad. I just got back from college. It was my sophomore year, man. I remember this very vividly. It was summertime. I'm in the car with my dad. He's in the shotgun side, and his friend Noza. And Noza's had a big nose, so they call him Noza. So Noza's driving, and my dad is over there, and I'm in the back. And I'm kind of like, my seatbelt kind of leaning, like just talking to them in the front. Excited to tell my dad what I've been doing in college. And my dad's like, yo, what are you studying? What are you studying? Oh, man, I'm doing poetry. I'm doing plays. I joined a theater group, man. I'm doing communications. And he turns around, man, and he looks me dead in the eye. And he says, poetry? Theater? You're not are you? I knew that I loved him. Didn't quite know how to say it. Didn't quite know what it would mean. I wanted to tell him he was more than just a friend to me. He was my homie. He was my road dog. He was my brother. We looked out for one another. Whenever we had the opportunity, we hung out with each other. We talked about everything. Girls, cars, school, girls, books, girls. Like me, he was the only male in his household, a victim of locked up daddy, cracked up mama, overprotective auntie and grandma syndrome. He was a pretty boy, a master of insults. He wore the most perfect outfits with perfectly matched shoes. But he was also going through some things. You're gonna end up like your daddy. Locked up and cracked up just like your daddy. You're gonna end up dead like your daddy. He was running away from himself one day. Called me to tell me that he was thinking maybe he wasn't sure he liked his girlfriend so much anymore. Maybe he was bi. He said he'd been having these feelings. He asked me if I'd ever had these feelings. Even if I had, the part of me that could sympathize with the burnings and the beatings and the evil of the 80s, the part of me that kept dirty little secrets like the time hide and go seek turned into uncomfortable silence, wouldn't let me speak.
I listened to his internal struggle intently, and then I heard myself prescribe something he'd probably heard before. Ignore it and it'll go away. Ask God to help you. Don't let anybody tell you to do something you don't want to do. And then I said something else. But if you choose to do something else, I'll still be your friend. The lie slipped out before I had a chance to retrieve it, to cover it with something more macho. Come on, man, you ain't no bro. You're the biggest Mac I know. Come on, homie. Stop playing player. When he called me Christmas Eve to say that he had given himself to an older lover like an early Christmas present, I didn't have to ask for the details. He poured them out. I was his best friend. It was TMI, but again, I listened. And then he said he loved me. Said he thought we would be great together. Said he thought we'd make a great couple because he was already a great confidant and he thought I was his best friend. And I politely declined and turned over to relate the details to my then girlfriend. And though I knew I loved him, I lost his number and lost a friend. And years later, when I found him on Facebook, I could not hold in the apology I've been holding all these years. I poured it out readily, and surprisingly, he said he knew nothing of such abandonment. He thanked me for always being there for him, for always supporting him, and for always loving him unconditionally.
What's worse, to be present and useless, clueless, or vanish? Never planned parenthood. Planned parenthood was prepared for your mistakes. Children aren't accidents. What kind of parent are you? Once a week? Once a month? Or once unexpected parents ponder this misplacement. Mother moves fast through rings and courtrooms for 18-year warranty. Guaranteed. Now, I realize my imperfections. Too talented at attracting perfect cycles. Enjoying elation on being trident and mistreated. Worn on Payless shoes and left on hood tightrope act. Belief in impossible prayers of peace. And for solid asphalt saviors. Now, 365 times 8 gives you 2,920. Great. Just 3,650 more payments to make 6,570 days of aggravation dissipate. If miles were minutes, I've walked 500,000 lives of quitting to grant truth. She has full custodial right. They tried to fire and retire me. Even tried to persuade a layoff from parenting. What? I never quit any job in my lifetime. I'm like the son of revolution in theirs. Been praising the Lord since 3.5. And for the next 6, the wicked white witch of the east will forbid the reading of this manuscript, but to my sons. Our lives are flowing down waterless rivers. Your mother is the sun, evaporating oceans and streams, killing dreams. 525,600 minutes. Totaling 500,000 times to remind self to think twice before flowing through rivers to see you, because sometimes fish die. I've tried to walk on top of the water. I am no Christ. Still, for my children, I will lay down my life. There is no greater sacrifice. But do these words even matter?
This is a 10. 10 friends dead, only one stand in this den. 10 people surround one boy, 2 bullies block the exit, Everyone is afraid. Afraid to punch one magical Leo. One punch comes 10 seconds later. You're a punk. You hit softer than my sister. One nobody bully. 10 years later, and we still can't remember your name. 10 days later, you want to be friends and make amends. Well, I'll leave you in the past just like when I was 10, a 5th grader rapping at the 8th grader's table. They knew back then that I was different. They knew back then, putting 10 words in each ball, they knew back then I was going to be a star. I was only 10. She was 2, times 3. My first was a 10, grown lady touching me. Never told you this. For times I waited, debated on secrets of the 10. Oh, she was fine. What's wrong with my mind? She's just giving a young boy joy. I can't Google this if these feelings should exist. 10 years later, 10 years later, 10 years later, 10 years later. 9 friends still laugh of the aftermath of Miss Bowie. But it's not funny. Do 10 angels run from me? Are 10 devils still hungry? Will the Lord forgive me for breaking the 10 commandments? I should have said no for 10 seconds. I should have said no 10 times, been louder than 10 chimes. If I could rewind 10 times, would I have spoken these 10 words? Dad, I carried her groceries and she offered me dinner. 10 laughs. Ha ha. She didn't pay you for helping with her food. 10 years of silence. 10 sentences spoken backwards. 10th grade, speaking in 10 words or less per day. 10 girls want to take the pain away. Boy just wants to get away. I just want to play with 10 characters in Tekken 2 and hang out with Sean for a 5-on-5 game of basketball. I don't have any dreams, goals, or ambition. I'm only 10. I just want to play for more than 10 hours a day and not be stuck in a 10-syllable city. Providence, Father, why would you leave me here? I can't walk home in 10 hours, and it's a 10-minute bus ride just to get to class. And Miss Bowie teaches there, and she's still staring at me for more than 10 seconds. And all these words and thoughts and ideas will never come out of my head. I guess God has a sense of humor. I guess God must really like the number 10.
Life can be so hard and bitter, sometimes cold, but I'll keep pressing through. I'll find a way so that my family sees me smiling again. My children sees me smile again. God's gonna see me smile. Life can have trying times. The sun doesn't always shine, but I'll keep pushing through. I'll find a way so that my sisters see me smile again. My brothers see me smiling again. God's gonna see me smile.
The older black men get, the less the world cares about us. It stares at us through judgmental, dry eyes. FYI, men do cry when we're alone because we too get lonely. But no one cries when we die, except our mothers, lovers, and dead homies. I'm the only good son to my mom and my pop. Our murders and suicides are increasing. I am no longer afraid of death, but I am definitely afraid of being shot. Being forcefully stopped by cops and dehumanized. No right of safe passage. And even though we code switch, we wear the mask. My younger counterparts wear their pants sagging as if to say, you can kiss my
people who want the most tolerance are the least tolerant. Assholes. Did you witness the outright murder of Philando Castile? Woman by his side, baby in the backseat when he was killed? They say be vulnerable. But vulnerability gets us killed. I should warn you that I am armed with intelligence. 52 years of qualitative research, data collections, and documented evidence. I wanted the results to be more joyful and happy. I was once young, eager, and scrappy. But even the mightiest of warriors get tired of fighting. We get tired of trying to enlighten and at the same time be enlightened. We are the sons of light, Allah's reflection, a solar kufakiri, caught inside the blind sights of the world's animosity. Yin does not exist without yang. Even ancient philosophers knew that the world evolved through reciprocity. There is dark, there is bright, there is fire, there is water. I am a paradox speaking candidly and honestly because honesty is a characteristic that has become mystical. One day the guilt will consume the very same poetries venues that were meant to bind us, remind us that our words become legacies and should remain timeless. But death is where you find us, amongst our fallen brethren. But we don't die, we simply ascend to the higher heights of heaven, from boys to men to deity, refusing to be forgotten.
Ollie, Ollie, oxen free. Ollie, Ollie, oxen free. You can come out now. You can come out now. I'm calling all fathers to report for duty. Stop hiding from responsibility. Stop running away from accountability. Child support ain't going nowhere, but the time spent with your children is. You can't be called a father figure if you can't figure out how to be their father.
Am I my brother's keeper? His arms no longer showed the expressway to euphoria. Track marks reveal the traffic jam of scabs, detouring him to blue bend his calf. Instead am I my brother's keeper.
He punches in and around 3 a.m. The corner becomes his office window. A Glock 9 becomes his insurance policy, but it doesn't mean it covers his health care. Am I my brother's keeper?
He's infatuated with guns and women. Fully loaded when he pulls his trigger, both life and death I conceive. Dead bodies found in the Providence River.
Newborn baby, women and infants. Both missing persons not cared for. Am I my brother's keeper?
Am I my brother's keeper? To keep my eyes closed and head down, ignoring his ignorance, displaying my distaste for his discrepancies, diluting my morals, dissolving my scruples, and degrading my decisions.
We wrestle not against flesh and blood, but our false principles force us to look the other way.
We all read the gospel according to
Mind your own business.
The manuscript that proclaims it has nothing to do with me.
The section of the Surah which contains verses about selective seed.
It also tells us to tread lightly towards other people's troubles.
And am I my brother's keeper? We educate ourselves for the betterment of self. We learn not to lean in on the lives of others. We grasp onto the mistakes we make and avoid any conflict or confrontation.
As crazy as it sounds, when strangers make noise, we draw the shades over our ears, blocking their sounds with our mouths muted, witnessing domestic drama with our eyes closed.
Oh, we'll shout from the mountaintops for racial inequality. We'll make noise when gas prices soar. We'll even call out those that abuse their political positions.
But when Leroy is beating his wife, and our next door neighbor's being robbed by Debo, and Keisha's all cracked out and 7 months pregnant
From her uncle from that time she went down south.
we're so quiet.
We get tunnel vision. We'll even cringe.
When we hear about what happened at Penn State,
Chris Brown and Rihanna.
R. Kelly or O.J. Simpson.
Don't even go there.
We don't make eye contact with the less fortunate.
It draws unwanted responsibility. We shy away from other people's pain.
And make up the guilt with turkey and Christmas donations.
Shame holds us hostage to forced charity, so the chump change we contribute to these charitable organizations
Will give us a false sense of godliness. Am I my brother's keeper?
Yes, I am. Hunger visits the rich and the poor.
Calamity keeps a blind eye to whoever walks in his path.
And we can't wait for another Katrina or Rita or Fukushima to find it in our hearts to give.
As if it
proper provision on the table.
Starvation is a universal language of poverty.
We are deaf to the travesty of hungry bellies.
The stench of neglect is still there.
Stagnant apathy won't go away.
The ugliness of Wall Street is now highlighted in the occupation
Of public spaces by previously people who had occupations.
While the military-industrial complex remains a complex occupation.
And the military seems to have an occupation of preoccupation.
So,
Yes.
I am my brother's keeper. Always spoken nourishment to a dying world.
Lighting a load for my brother's back.
Lending him a helping hand.
Helping him stand on his own 2 feet.
Keeping my brother as I am.
Everybody give it up, please, for Pete in the back. Give it up in the back there for our light and sound guru. Thank you to Bombix. Thank you, Rachel. Thank you, Cassandra. Thank you, Sierra with the food. Give it up one for the young ladies who performed earlier. For those wonderful students. Yeah. Izzy and Adriana, right? All right. Come on up, come on up, come up here. Come up here. Come up here. Let's get that photo. Thank you guys very much. At the end of this slideshow, there is a bar or a QR code. Brothers Keeper just dropped an album. It's called Father Figures. A lot of the material in this play was on it. You can go, if you want to if the QR code doesn't come up there, go to YouTube. Brothers Keeper Poetry Theater Ensemble. It's an actual channel. You can get it, and you can listen to the album on YouTube for for free. Well, we get like 0.03 cents. Anyway, but certainly, thank you so much for your time, and we're here for answering questions. And Pi, shouts to Poetry and Pi. Shouts to was it? Come here. Rachel, come up here, please. Rachel Serene Blackbird. Worked so hard to get us here. Worked super, super hard. She deserves all the clapping in the place. Thank you so, so much. Mwah. Please tell them who the rest of our sponsors were. I forgot all of them.
High bar for sure.
Pi Bar and our sponsors for this evening are this wonderful audience.
Yeah, the audience.
That's what I got for you.
Thank you guys very, very much.
And I just want to say, these guys, they have jobs, they're like us. They have jobs, they have kids. They worked so hard to get here, and I really appreciate that a lot.
Money, 2 for the hustle and 1 for the nighttime, spread over the city like a comforter. Prime time for the
So Pi is through that door, and please go have pie and talk to everybody. Talk to your neighbor.
and run through the shadows as sons of a gun or dirty young caballeros with marks on their collars where they hung from the gallows. Their lust for the dollars keep them red like the tarots, making fiends, influencing people. Dale Carnegie's with big dreams to get rich quick that fail horribly now. They play the avenue of Amsterdam with other pickpockets and thieves and gambling mans, and they just come at all the noodles where resistance is futile. Business as usual to blow out your wig like French poodles. Never ending pursuit of the American dream. Winner takes everything is still a regular thing. Listen.